And welcome back to The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Last time we killed the boss of the Earth Temple, did some powering up the Master Sword, and now we are moving on to the Wind Temple after meeting up with our old, air quotes, pal, Makar, who we have only seen for like 10 minutes on screen until now, and yet we're all like having to get his help and stuff. And then Medley at least had a little more screen time than Makar, just saying. I think I've already made this point way too much, so I'm gonna shut up about it. I don't have a key. And Makar is MIA. Actually, we know where he is, but he's locked up. Makar in chains. Sorry. I don't know what I was even joking, what I was even referencing. You actually need... Okay, you can do this two ways. I just want to see if they let you cheese it. They do not let you cheese it. So this puzzle is the worst. You have to break each of these tiles with the iron boots. I think you have to kill the corresponding enemies that drop as well. The armors are not a problem, so you can just ignore them. So we want to push this all the way. Dodge. Epic dodge. Those darker tiles on the floor indicate where you should push this. That sound is going to get really annoying. I'm already noticing. Kind of coming and going too, which is bothering me. My distance of spikes isn't changing that much. Oh yeah, you need this block to get up on the spring. So what was I talking about last episode? Oh, companion characters. Tetra's awesome. She's not a companion character. I think I mentioned this last time, but I don't consider her to be because she doesn't actually accompany Link through most of this adventure. She's mostly just sitting on a pirate ship or sitting in the basement of Hyrule Castle. So she's not the best. And then she gets kidnapped again in Phantom Hourglass. What am I talking about? Phantom Sword. Phantom Hourglass. No surprise there. So this puzzle, basically, you have to break all of these tiles, which is so tedious. And what else? And then you have to go through, I think a hole opens up somewhere else. You have to then get up to that upper ledge somehow, which is actually terrible. Now here's the question in my mind, how do you actually get up there? Because I do not remember. I'm just gonna ignore these chuckleheads for now. Okay, so we need to push it all the way to the other side. I see a floor icon, so this is gonna take a while. Fighting all these guys. For starters, this is gonna be another 3-video dungeon, I think. But this is actually the last official temple dungeon-y thing in the game. Yes, this is a short game, which is the big complaint. And this is also why people theorize that Great Fish Isle was meant to actually be a temple, like the Forest Haven and Dragon Roost, because, well, that stinks, because I think that resets the puzzle. I don't even know where that puts me, to be honest. Because I have to drop back down again. I probably should equip the Deku Leaf, just in case. Fall damage is totally possible in this game. You're not Mario, you're Link. Yeah, it resets the freaking puzzle. Great. So in itself, actually kill the enemies this time. Don't just take the easy way out. The worst part is this just takes so long to just move, period. I think you can actually use the iron boots to make it harder for the Floor Master to pick you up, but I really am not sure about that. I'm just gonna use safe strats. because I don't like redoing this puzzle over and over again, to be honest. The fact that the puzzle resets is the really obnoxious part. Because if all the tiles stayed broken, well, actually no, I'm gonna check something. But yeah, Tetra, yeah, like Spirit Tracks Zelda is actually more of a companion character, I think. Yeah, Tetra is my favorite version of Zelda, actually, is Tetra, and Spirit Tracks Zelda, because both are very feisty, and I think that's just hilarious. How they're just not putting up with anyone's nonsense, compared to like how like genteel the Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess Zeldas are. It's a nice change of pace, I think, and it fits the universe being a little cheesy, a little more tongue-in-cheek. Okay, so they don't make you redo this entire sequence, thank goodness. You do have to break one tile to actually get back down, of course, but you don't have to break all 5. And it was all for a treasure chart anyway, so that was dumb. That's what I get for not remembering stuff. That's what we actually came for. Oh, I think I know where to go now. These dungeons are also pretty linear, which I could see that also being a problem for like hardcore fans. Because like I feel like Ocarina, you could actually do stuff kind of out of order and then get completely lost, aka the Water Temple. So this is like the mini boss, which is another problem I have. There aren't actually that many actual mini bosses in the game. Most of them are just no way, that guy actually is a mini boss. I take that back. Sorry for making fun of you, pal. It's like Gumshoe from Ace Attorney there. So we might go 360 no scope. I'm kidding, if you can tell. You can use fire and ice arrows, but I don't. It's just a waste of magic, because these don't take that many hits anyway. Big problem with Wizrobes, I find, is it's easy to lose track of them. And with delayed audio, it's not any easier, because I usually use the audio to figure out where they are, because you can, if you have stereo, you can actually hear which side of the room they're actually on. But with this audio delay for the capture device, I can't do that. In fact, the orange one will, and I think even regular Wizrobes can occasionally, but the orange guy in particular will actually spawn enemies. They're usually pretty challenging, so the way I see it, the weak Wizrobe, yeah, he can go down, because he will spawn, I think, even more guys, potentially. But it's just easier to just leave the Dark Knight, because he's slow. And the Wizrobe will be trying to snipe you anyway, so you might as well just ignore him for a little bit. The weird part is the mini-boss music cuts out. Like, because once the actual mini-boss is dead, the mini-boss music goes away, and yet you're still fighting this guy. Yeah, I'd be interested in looking at the damage numbers for each sword. One sword versus first phase Master Sword versus second phase Master Sword. Because that Dark Knight went by super fast. I don't know if it was just me, but it seemed like a really fast fight. And I kept mentioning it, but we got the hook shot. There's no long shot, by the way. Question, is the long shot a pun? Because this for, oh, that's a long shot, but is the name long shot for the upgraded hook shot in Ocarina? Is it actually a pun? You decide. Now that we got the hook shot, we can do some more stuff. That was descriptive. Might need the Deku Leaf, just in case. So we have to climb this cylindrical tower, which is way easier if you're using the gamepad. I'm having to do what game is called the claw, which is like my thumb is on the Y button. You know what? I'm dumb. So I don't have to do the claw anymore. Claw is basically where you have to like wrap your one finger around several buttons just to basically hit all the buttons you need to push. But for something that these aiming type weapons that require the what's that thing called? Why can't I remember? The analog stick, the right stick. For items that require the right stick, I can't talk. Yeah, go with the R button to aim. It'll make your life so much easier. Actually, I think I do traditionally put hookshot on R, like in the original, like or Z, because there's Z in the original. Yeah, I seem to recall putting hookshot on Z a lot. Just because, you know, when you're aiming with the C stick, it's just a lot easier to use the shoulder button instead of a face button. Music in this level sounds more like something out of Pikmin than Zelda. Wow, I almost said something really bad. Not bad, like inappropriate bad, but just like incorrect. I was like, who actually does the music for Zelda's Koji Kondo? But I don't know if he did this game's soundtrack, for starters. And also, Koji Kondo did not do Pikmin. That was Kazumi Tataka. Hence why Tataka's song is in there. I think I mentioned that. Oh yeah, you don't want to stand directly in front of that. Just saying. Super Saiyan. Looks like it should be Super Saiyan, but it was a Super Saiyan that bothers me. I've never seen Dragon Ball, so I don't know what the correct pronunciation is. Hey, Makar, what's up? So, to tell the truth, I don't know what to do next. Toss you. Will he make it? No. Sorry, Makar. Oh, I know what to do next. Silly me. These enemies respawn so fast, it gets super grating later on. Like, if you can't ignore enemies in these games, do so, because they do respawn. Like, when you, generally, like, boss key rooms are loaded separately. It actually creates the interesting point that because so many of these games have all the temples, like, connected to each other, like, the doors are connected, like, you go through one door to another. A lot of the areas are actually still loaded, and even though the actual boss rooms aren't loaded a lot of times, the boss room, like, the load zone for the boss room is still loaded. So, like, Majora's Mask, you can do some really crazy stuff, like, Great Bay Temple is the most famous example. Because in Great Bay, you can just completely break, you can totally transcend the intended route. That's a good way to put it. Actually, I'm saying that's completely sarcastically. It's not a good way to say it. I'm trying to remember where that stone slab thing was. Okay, that was weird. I can fly. I mean, like I couldn't steer, and I still can't steer. Oh, I found the treasure. I'm just gonna camp the car up here, because I can. I don't actually even know where he is, to be fair. That's where I want to go where those two statue dudes are. I think that's where I want to go, at least. Seems like a good place to try. Ow. Fall damage. Forgot about that. Ah, that was just kind of overkill, huh, game? So we got... Oh yeah, by the way, this is like when the game starts like shoving joy pendants at you, because this is kind of where you actually need them. I messed up, didn't I? Yeah, I messed up. We went through the wrong door. No big, I think. Yeah, I did want to go over there, so, picking my car over there would be a huge waste of time, so I'm just gonna go over with just Link. And put your shield up, otherwise you might get become roadkill. Now we need to get Bakar down here. We have to time it because the wind will push him up. This looks like as good a time as any. That actually was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Okay, so pick up the car and head through this door. And this should start to look familiar. Put you down right there. I do wish these could be broken by iron boots as well. I mean, something other than iron boots as well. That's what I meant. To be fair, the iron boots are not my favorite power-up. They're so sluggish. I'm ignoring those rubies because of that floor master. I don't want to have to get back here. YOLO. Take the hit there. This is basically the, I think this is probably going to be a treasure chart coming up pretty soon. I'm going to toss my card just to speed things along. Yeah, this is like when the game is telling you, you might want to think about getting some joy pens, if you haven't already. Which we'll be doing probably like next episode. This is basically like in other dungeons how there's like a treasure that you can't get until you get the power up. This is basically it, because you can't get Bakar here normally. So this is the point where you have to come backtrack. I think I don't know if this is missable or not. Because you need Bakar to break this, but if this is what I think it is, which I could be wrong, I fully admit that I've been wrong quite a few times as LP. No, this is the boss key. What am I thinking? I should not have taken Bakar in here. No, it is this boss key. No, this is a regular thing, I think. If this is just a treasure chart, then I would classify as a missable treasure chart. Have we actually had a death so far? Come to think of it? Because we're getting really dang close. Oh yeah, you can't really bomb these guys, that's another thing. This is how the Savage Labyrinth is, by the way, where you have to fight like multiple super strong enemies. I wanted to actually pause there if you're wondering why I didn't just do the fit fast menu. And you have to position it super carefully to get the bombs to actually work. Or maybe it doesn't work. Yeah, that upward strike like that is, if you can get them to do that on you, that is the best. Because you can actually combo a couple. And if they do like a... Yeah, if you do that move, you have less of a chance of actually hitting the others because of the armor. You have plenty of Knight's Crest, so... Stop comboing. I think I missed that heart. Maybe I did get it, I can't tell. You can't actually counter them if they're using their fists, by the way. So, I really wish that guy would pick up a sword, because then I could actually attack him. Because I can't really get behind him very easily. I don't know how that armor broke. I think the spin attack, like, registered really oddly or something. Oh yeah, this won't even count as a first death because I have a fairy in my inventory. So unless you want to get technical, this won't actually be a death. I mean, technically I will have died if I do die here, but, I mean, technically it won't count. I'll count it, but, the game won't. Not that this game keeps track like the old games. So that's one boss down. That's not even a boss, what am I saying? Oh, that is the boss key, I think. So I don't know where the optional treasure chest is actually here. That is a very good question, if there is actually one. See, I have the map, I should probably look at that. No, wait, I think I know actually. Maybe I don't. This is the Getting Lost episode. Wrong button. Don't let him use bombs. Just getting destroyed by that saw. I don't even know how I'm gonna get Makar out of that, to be honest. It's really precise timing. Cause see, that happens. I can't hook shot him either, so... Okay, that worked. Took a hit, but whatever. Spin that. So, we could go back to the main hall, but there's apparently a room we haven't been to yet, so I want to go check that out. And that room is over here. I think this is... Oh, this is actually going to the main hall. It's on the other side, it looks like. So the basement's where the boss is. The second floor is probably where a key is. No, it's not where a key is. Can't hookshot over there, can I? It's gonna take me way too high, unfortunately. Okay, the wind totally didn't create a problem. I don't know if I actually need Makar in this room. If I can just go up. I don't think I need Makar here. Hi, Wizrobe. Wizrobe. I keep making that mistake. It's Wizrobe with a B because Wizrobe is actually the dude in Hyrule Warriors. Keep making that mistake. Okay, it looks like we do need Makar, so well, that was a waste of time. And now that we have the hookshot, we can more effectively deal with those dudes. The question is, how do we get Makar over here? Glide. Thank you. Okay, so Makar's over there, so we have to time this pretty precisely, otherwise we'll end up on the wrong floor. See Link over there. I'll probably go, like... yeah, that wind's pretty strong, so... I'm stuck in this corner. This is a lot harder to control than Medley, by the way, because it's... I don't know, it just feels a little bit off. The camera. So, what else is new in gaming? Yeah, there isn't much gaming news lately. Everyone's just getting hyped for September. I think I already said the exact same sentence in another video. It's like the Deja Vu episode also. So we already killed the Wizrobe. So, oh, fun fact, you don't even... What? I already figured that out. Thank you very much. You don't even need the second one if you can line it up right. Which I'm terrible at lining it up. So I'm gonna do this. But I seem to recall seeing that you can actually skip that second tree. I just don't know how. Like, what angle do you need? So, car. Can just fly up. That's what we did last time before we got kidnapped. Or Karok napped. So yeah, linebacker is really good. I'm just totally rambling at this point because this dungeon just so bores me. The funny part is it's not like I do consider it a really hard dungeon, but I am just it also makes me bored at the same time. Like I do get lost here a lot, but I don't know why. I should be focusing a lot more, but I just am not. Let's see, what else? What other characters on Zelda are good? King of Red Lions is just kind of there, I think. He's not that engaging. Midna's pretty cool because of, again, being very opinionated. Sometimes too opinionated in the first half of the game. I like how the character warms up over time. Instead of just being like super one-dimensional. I'm having to blind hookshot these guys because, instead of target hookshot, because they're too high up to actually get a good view of. and having to kind of lead shots, which is something that you don't expect in a Zelda game. I'm missing a lot of shots here. I keep lining up the cursor and it just slips a little too far. Now there's only one, I think I can actually do this. I can't actually remember if there's anything like a hidden treasure map in here. If there is, I'm totally forgetting it. Well, at least my car landed on the ledge. Instead of falling all the way down to the pit, which I think has floor masters in it. So yeah. This control, the camera settings are, I think, a little too sensitive for aiming. Considering this isn't like a shooter where you need like super precise, or I mean like you need super fast camera, and there's no auto aim. I do feel like it is a little too finicky. Like, it'd be nice to have camera settings, but that just sounds weird to have camera settings in it. So, oh yeah, I was playing one game that was like from 2004. It's like weird, like the camera is automatically inverted. That's the default inverted camera. And like there's no camera speed settings. Like the map, but to open up the game's map, you have to press start plus Z, which is like the most random combination of buttons. So just open a map. I know where we are now. I don't know why I'm saying that. Saying it badly, probably. Okay, so step on these switches, and that opens up the center thingy. Isn't there another, like, floor? Okay, there's something over there I know. Gotta time it right, though. Don't get face plant on the ground. I think this, oh, we already got the boss key, so I don't know what actually is back here. Oh yeah, you can do that. Pull out your sword to land. I think you can do that in Ocarina as well. Not really sure. 100% because Ocarina isn't exactly my favorite Zelda. Yeah, that took 2 sword slashes last time in Tower of the Gods, so we are actually stronger now. If you can time a bomb, you can take out a bunch of them. But that, maybe not, I actually don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of the 2D Zeldas. Yeah, when they all clump together like this, it's really hard to actually hit them. Because the knockback of your sword from hitting a different one can sometimes interrupt your actual attack. So I don't know why they clump together so much. Because all it does is make it... like, it just feels some... I don't know what I'm saying. I watched one video one time of Ocarina of Time, and apparently the AI is a lot worse in the 3D version. Like, apparently, like, the dongos are just completely broken in the 3D version, where they'll never hit you. They aim super terribly. Which apparently isn't the case in this N64 version. I have not played that to completion. Which is something else, why I would potentially want to rebuy for Wii U, so I could actually play the original. But do I care enough is the question. So was that a key? Okay, we got a key. We're gonna do this. Oh wow, I'm afraid of heights, so that was just a little bit scary. Not even make. I think that's actually weird to admit. Actually, we're gonna chop down here. That totally makes sense. This is an elevator, so we can get back up. Is that really all the treasure chests? Did we just get something and I totally forgot? Probably. Okay, that's how that elevator works. We need Makar again. Getting him down here is not going to be fun because of the fan. And I shouldn't try to fix settings and do hand stretches when I'm trying to actually play a melody in this game. And drop. Makar can't take fall damage, so don't worry about that. Boom. That was actually easier than I expected. So this is like the final gauntlet. So next time on The Legend of Zelda, we're gonna take care of this lot.